Good morning. It is still the morning, right?
Sí, buenos días.
Buenos dias, indeed. Bit of a slow start, but a rush getting out. We're off to EPCOT today. We've got lightning lanes booked, with our first one being up in 24 minutes. So let's hope the bus is on our side. Let's go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Transportation System.
We're on our way to EPCOT.
Okay, so we missed our window for Living with the Land, but we're still going to go over anyway and see if there's a grace period, which I believe there is, but whether or not we're within that grace period, we don't know. Look, Spaceship Earth in the background. Got with him done. Journey of Water.
We haven't done the longest journey of water, no.
Add that to the list today, as well as eating around the world. The wait times on the app wouldn't suggest it was this busy.
No. A lot of people around.
There's a lot of people, a lot of groups, a lot of
Crowd.
freeform. People just lingering rather than getting to their destination. Okay, it worked, and we are about 15 minutes late for our reservation. So there's a 15-minute grace period.
For your 1 hour window.
For your 1 hour window, yes. So we just managed to snag a Soaring Around the World lightning lane to slot in between our Spaceship Earth and Guardians of the Galaxy. Plan is we're going to do Soaring, then go to Spaceship Earth, and then go to Guardians. So the lady told us to wait behind the white line, but does the white line count as being, am I behind the white line here, or am I behind the white line here? Which is it? Not here.
Not here.
Let us know in the comments.
Welcome to a voyage of discovery and awareness of the richness, the diversity, and the often surprising nature of living with the land. Welcome to our living laboratories, where scientists from EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. These greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce bountiful harvests for our growing population. Scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land.
I think that's probably the worst boarding experience we've had on Soaring. It's delayed on the ramp for quite a while, and literally every single cast member disappeared for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Who knows? Maybe they all need something to do.
Yeah, but then even when we got in, waiting in the concourse for a little while, but still can't beat the ride.
Can't beat the ride or the smell.
The smells, yeah.
See.
I love the smells.
Do you want to do Guardians now? Or do you want to go through Moanas as we're in the area?
Do we not have Spaceship Earth?
Or we can do Spaceship Earth. We do have Spaceship Earth to do, you are right.
So we did Soaring instead of Spaceship Earth first. because we were in the area. I mean, Guardians we haven't got for another 20 minutes, so it makes sense to go do Spaceship Earth first. Should we try and do a thing we did Tiana's, keep looking for a Remy, otherwise we've got Mission Space, so at 6 o'clock. Oh, no thank you. Or Figment, which is only 5 minutes, so you don't actually need it.
Never need a lightning lane Bigfoot.
So I guess we just keep trying for a Remy.
Yeah.
Which is only a 35-minute wait.
Yeah, it's low, isn't it?
Maybe it's because they've introduced a single rider.
Yeah, true.
Or it could just be a quiet day.
After 30,000 years of time travel, poised to shape the future of this, our spaceship Earth.
Ladies and gentlemen, our time travels have been momentarily delayed. Please remain seated. Your time machine vehicle will begin moving again at any moment. Please remain seated. We'll resume our journey shortly. Thank you.
We've been here, not long, 10 minutes?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Say 7.5.
7.5, again. This is the second time we stopped.
National Spaceship Earth, we are experiencing some momentary delay. Please remain seated. We do appreciate your patience.
From Spaceship Earth to outer space, let's go and save the galaxy.
All the Guardians are coming.
It's a bit of an angle. For the first time in forever, I'm not going to record this one, I'm just going to enjoy it. Live in the moment. Well, the queue is not actually lining outside. So I'll let you know what the actual queue time is when I can get up there. 60 minutes. But we have lightning lanes. I think they need some new songs on Guardians of the Galaxy. That's been rerun. Yeah.
What songs would they be?
I don't know, but they've definitely got rid of One Way or Another, because we haven't had that since our very first go. I'm convinced it's no longer exists. It's no longer in the rotation. And they also need some more merch, or some new merch in the merch shop. It's been the same for 3 years now. That's my feedback to you, Disney. Heading over to the seas with Nemo.
Yes.
Maybe we could do Moana on the way. And then we're gonna go and eat our way around the World Showcase. Because I'm hungry. You hungry?
Yes. Time for some snacks.
Some snacks. Snacks. Quick stop off our Club Cool. They've changed their cups to plastic rather than paper. Which I don't know if that's a strong move for Disney.
I'm sure it's a recyclable.
But yeah, I'd hope they recycle that. It was the tropical one, can't remember what it was called, where it's from. I just recycled mine. Matthew, got a very important question for you.
Hit me.
Are you ready to eat around the world?
I'm ready.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
You said that with some confidence. Whenever you're ready. We completely lost track of time, and we're actually towards the end of our frozen window, so we're heading to Norway. Eating around the world is going to have to take a brief postponement, just like on Spaceship Earth. We're pausing momentarily. I hate to say it because I love Frozen, but it feels a bit outdated. It was very bumpy. Don't know whether that's just because we were sat at the back and we were the first ones to hit like the edges and everything. But seeing Adam's vlogs of the Tokyo version, I feel like EPCOT need to set their game up.
I guess, you know, when there's always like a second film that comes out,
Yeah.
you always feel like, add to it, or...
I just feel like even the animatronics just aren't as... Like, even if you just look at them... I know, obviously, what Frozen came out in 2013, so we're probably looking at like 2018, 2019 is when the ride came. But looking at the Tiana animatronics now, it's so much better.
True.
But the issue is, see, with like the Asian parks is that they're managed by a different company who invest all of their money back into the theme parks, so they've just got money to throw at the attraction, so that's why they're head and tails above. Head and tails, is that the right term? Head and shoulders. Head and shoulders above everyone else. But Disney in the US, come on. Step it up. That being said, now we can eat around the world. First up, we have a giant tostada. To break it down, this is a southern Mexican-inspired tostada with barbacoa beef, meaning it's been slow cooked and comes with guacamole, jicama, pumpkin seeds, and salsa. How would you rate your giant tostito?
Yeah, it looks really nice. I get 4 out of 5. Nice. I've never had a crunchy...
It's like a poppadom.
Yeah.
I go 3 out of 5. Nothing special.
Hard to please.
How much was it?
$11.50.
$11.50. Interesting. Next up, we're in China, and they've gone for the pan-fried vegetable dumplings, which are filled with bok choy, carrot, shiitake mushrooms, ginger, garlic, and sesame, and a satay beef bao bun, which is filled with pan-fried beef, red onion, and jalapeno in a Chinese satay peanut sauce. Right, for those dumplings, I'm going to give them a 3 again. They weren't anything special. The sauce is nice, but a dumpling's a dumpling. And then the bao buns, I'm going to give a 4. The beef was really nice. Bao bun's a bao bun.
It's 5 and a 5 for me. Absolutely delicious. Sticky sauce on the dumpling. I love bao bun.
Moving into Italy, we're shifting over to something sweet and have gone for the chocolate dirt cannoli, which has a cookies and cream filling served on a mound of chocolate dirt with a little gummy worm. I would rate that cannoli 3 stars.
I'll give it 4.
Only because the cannoli wasn't hard.
Crunchy.
It wasn't crunchy, yeah. Which I understand, obviously not freshly made. They're done for scale, but still. I'd like it to be a bit more crunchy. As we were walking past the Regal Eagle Smokehouse, the characters sometimes have like surprise appearances there, so there was Mickey, Pluto, and Chip and Dale. And I was saying to Matt that I really wanted to have my picture with Chip and Dale on this trip, but I couldn't find them anywhere, and now I did. Found them. I'm just going to pop into the Regal Eagle Smokehouse, see if we can get some ice for our bottle. And I was laughing because I was just reenacting what I just did. But honestly, I did do that because I was like, how did we miss? Thank you so much.
Getting all the compliments for them
I
today.
am. What was I saying? I was just reenacting how we hadn't seen this topiary. It's beautiful. Bye, Tiana. Love you. Okay, we're in Japan now, and we've gone for two options here. Firstly, we have the ramen cup, which is a plastic cup filled with ramen noodle salad consisting of fresh vegetables and grilled chicken, served in a vinaigrette and chili oil. And for the first time, we're trying the infamous frushi, which consists of strawberry, pineapple and melon wrapped in coconut rice with a drizzle of coconut cream. Okay, so we tried frushi for the first time. Don't see what the hype is. Sorry, Victoria.
No, it's just not for me. Sushi is sushi. I love sushi, so don't need to mess around with sushi.
And the ramen cup, yeah, it was nice. It was warm, it wasn't hot, it wasn't cold. 3. 3's across the board for me at the moment.
Yeah, hard to please this girl is. I'm going to give the ramen cup a 4 and the frushi a 1.
1, wow. Right, we're going to Morocco, which, according to Matt, is a little bit of us.
Grilled kebabs.
Oh yeah, definitely a bit of us. As Matt mentioned, we've gone for the Moroccan spiced lamb kebab, which is served with a carrot chickpea salad and a drizzle of garlic aioli. Apologies for the poor presentation, as I almost dropped it. A little bit disappointed with the kebab, and that wasn't because I dropped it before it looked pretty.
What was your scoring for it?
4.
You're just saying that because you've given 3s to everything so far.
The flavour was nice, I just would have liked some bread with it. Like a kebab. Moving on to La Francais, we have gone for le croissant au fromage de chèvre, herbe et ail rôti, translated to croissant with goat cheese, herbs and roasted garlic. And for something sweet, le gâteau au chocolat chaud à la noisette, aka warm chocolate hazelnut cake. We interrupt our around the world eating tour, as it's now time for a lightning lane for ratatouille. Just before we jump onto ratatouille, how would you rate the two items? The croissant.
Le croissant très
5.
bon. Très bon.
5. Yeah.
5.
5.
5.
And the chocolate gâteau? 4. Ooh. 4. 4.
Not très bon.
Not très bon?
Not très bon.
Pour moi, très bon.
The croissant was great because you had the
Cheese.
savoury cheese on the inside. This croissant itself was sweet.
Yeah. Très bon. Mwah. We managed to snag this one by doing the same trick we did with Tiana's Bio Adventure the other day, where it just kept refreshing. And this one came up and I managed to snag it once again. So make sure you keep refreshing on those apps if there's something that you want and you didn't get the first time. There's nothing worse on that ride than when you're stopped with the cork. The apprehension on another level. And that time,
Got everyone.
yeah. After that brief intermission, let the world tour eating resume. Stopping at the Honey Bistro, we decided to try both savoury options. Up first is the chicken and waffles. Comes as it sounds, but the waffle is a sweet honey jalapeno bacon cornbread waffle served with honey butter and spicy honey. And the honey glazed cauliflower is served with honey roasted carrot puree, wild rice pilaf, spring vegetables, honey blistered grapes and sunflower brittle. And to finish our eating tour, we headed over to Beach Grub, where we decided to grab the S'mores bar, which is a fudge brownie, dark chocolate, toasted meringue and a smoked graham cracker. So we didn't rate our last snacks, yeah. So honey waffle chicken, yeah, thumbs up. 4 out of 5.
Yeah, 5 out of 5.
I didn't like the waffle that much.
Great portion though.
It
Huge,
was, that chicken was huge. Yeah. The cauliflower, 2.
1.
Wasn't what we were expecting.
No, it was lots of little florets with a grainy rice.
I wanted like, what's it, tempura chicken, tempura cauliflower kind of bits. And then the s'mores bar, 10.
Yeah, it was good.
Even though we're out of 5. 5.
5 out of 5.
And we were going to finish with a Dole Whip, but then machine's broken. So that is us eating around the world. Just like that. We've decided that we're going to head back to the resort. We've got 5:30. Have chill by the pool perhaps, and then come back to EPCOT for Luminous. But before we leave, we're going to have a little spin around the shop, creation shop that is, pick up some merch. Sounds like a bus. This is a bus. We had to change plan. We decided not to head back to EPCOT to see Luminous. We enjoyed Luminous, but we would literally just be going back there for that. And we felt like we'd have better use of our time at Disney Springs. So we're heading to the Springs.
To the Disney Springs.
Where I'm sure there'll be some financial damage done. We are back in the room after a nightmare of an evening. Nothing we wanted, or nothing on our list was available at Disney Springs. So we thought, let's go to Animal Kingdom Lodge. We thought that we'd seen what we want there. So we got on the bus, got to Animal Kingdom Lodge, and the shop was shut by 9 minutes. So then we were like, okay, fine, let's head back to the hotel. Saw on the screen, next bus to Epcot, 10:15. We were like, okay, cool. Went to go on it, and he was like, no, it's shut. Can't go anywhere. I was like, well...
Why'd you advertise them? Very random.
Yeah.
The timings.
Why tell you that the next bus to Epcot is at 10:15 if you can't then get on it? So we had to get an Uber. And we were starting to get hungry, so luckily we managed to get back to Coronado Springs before the quick service shut. So we're back in the room. Well, for me, I've got buffalo chicken sandwich and some chicken tenders, which I couldn't resist because they brought a new batch and they look so good. So we're gonna finish today's vlog now, so do the usual of like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow for our last full day. Bye. See you real soon.